month, in a handful of cities, Paramount Pictures began presenting midnight screenings of a thriller with no stars, no special effects to speak of, and a location that sounded about as thrilling as a cheese sandwich. The inside of a suburban San Diego house. Scary, kids. A few weeks later, and now in wide release, we have the micro-budget phenomenon that is Paranormal Activity. Paramount isn't providing any clips from writer-director Oren Peli's film, only the trailer, which is heavy on the audience reaction shots.
High-def camera on. My girlfriend Katie, she thinks there's something in the house. I don't know.
You believe me, right?
Hearing a weird sound.
Something's here. I feel it breathing on me.
Katie Featherston and Micah Sloat play a young couple determined to capture on video some sort of evidence that Katie is being plagued by demons. Even after they start hearing weird thunks downstairs at 3 a.m., instead of calling in the experts, Micah goads the unseen presence into revealing itself. The movie, which was shot for $15,000, has a lot in common with that improbable decade-old blockbuster, The Blair Witch Project. But I found this one a lot more effective than the similarly low-budget Blair Witch. Just when Paranormal Activity needs to deliver a good jolt or two, you know what? It does. I say see it before the inevitable overhyping begins, along with the inevitable backlash. And does the backlash begin right here?
Let's get it started right now. The backlash starts here. You've done the hyping.
Why don't you like it?
Well, look, I went to see this movie at a midnight show, and I found that the most entertaining thing about it was the audience. And, you know, I was thinking about doing a rent-it vote on this, but that makes no sense at all, because this movie would just look terrible on your TV. I mean, it was shot in this consumer grade, you know, barely above the level of cell phone camera video, with really bad sound. Also, though, if you see it in theaters, you know, at a 4 p.m. show, or a few weeks from now when the theaters have emptied out and there's 15 other people sitting there texting while you're watching it, it's not going to have the same jolt. So, to me, it's kind of like there's a lot of hype going in. Everyone who goes in at the midnight showings has sort of agreed amongst themselves that they're going to have a good time and have a good scare, but the movie really doesn't support it.
I think it's better than that, because I think, to me, it's very small. There's not much going on visually, really. Yes, it's a midnight movie phenomenon. I think it's better than Blair Witch, though, because I didn't get the nausea cam effect, what I did with Blair Witch. And to me, Tony, it's like an antidote to all this torture stuff you get with the Hostel Saw franchise.
It's as if Peli has just stripped down what is the bare minimum of a horror movie. What do you need? You need a closing door.
Right.
You need, you know, some footsteps. You need someone dropping something on the floor downstairs.
And you need a character dumb enough to be recording all of it no matter what's going on.
And not leaving the house because some supposed ghost expert said, you have to stay here, they'll chase you, there's no reason to go anywhere.
But you got no satisfaction out of the ending?
What I would say about it is it's not bad within its own premise, but it's so stripped down that it doesn't give you enough of a story. It doesn't haunt you.
I agree with you on that point, but I think not all horror movies are even going for that larger dimension that would actually haunt your dreams. I think it's a pretty good 90 minutes.
Well, what I would say about it is, if you've already missed the sort of the pre-hype midnight screening thing, you're just going to need to skip it.